Let's get this done because it's so warm.
Kura is obsessed with my smelly shoes. Okay, start ready. Cue theme song.
Dreaming of chasing mice.
So what's going on, Suyan, today?
Thank you, Mr. Musician. What's going on today? I have a spread of art supplies.
Wow.
I
It
don't
looks
have,
so nice.
Yeah, I don't have watercolor or anything. I just picked.
I don't think we have the space to do watercolors.
Yeah,
right, while
and we don't
sitting
have
down.
the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we're going to do a little art challenge. This idea sort of, it came from Amy because she said that, hey, you should do something and get the audience to join in as well.
Is she gonna join in?
We'll see. I will challenge her. Why I thought of this was because I thought, with the whole coronavirus going on and everyone is very, well, at least for us, at least for me, very focused on the world changing. So I need to start building my skills up to adapt to the new future. And I'm worried about income generation. But then I realized what really makes us human, right, is human connection. And I mean, in China, they said that connection. In China, the divorce rates went up after
Really?
the lockdown. Yeah, apparently.
Where you got this from? Is it fake news or what?
Maybe it's fake news. I don't know. That's what people were saying. I did not verify it. I'm very bad at that. I tend to be like, oh, this is a trusted person and they said it. I would assume they have verified the info.
Right.
And that's how fake news spreads. People very against your belief of
Yeah.
research methodology. But ultimately, I'm all for remembering that we have this relationship. Even if you're living alone, maybe you can video call someone and do something like this.
So is that related to what you have on your lap?
Yes. So
What's that?
I went online. I found this. It's a date night Q&A with your loved one.
What's a date night?
Date night means
I am so old fashioned. I don't know all of this stuff.
yeah, that's why we never have date nights. But anyway, no, it's okay, we don't need it. But a date night usually means like, sometimes, especially parents, like, they just need a day off from being parents and then they go out on a date.
So escape from reality, escape from
Yeah,
responsibility.
No lah, it's like rekindling, spending time together, getting to really connect with each other again,
Okay.
right? Yeah. So I got this off. I saw a few versions of it, like different designs. So there are quite a few questions, but sorry, so I couldn't find who came up with these questions.
Okay.
Apologies to you, but I just took a few questions and adapted them into this little game.
Okay.
or
So it's a
exercise.
game.
No, it's not really a game. It's an exercise that you can try at home, and we are gonna try right now. So
Maybe
I-
our cats should also do it because they are fighting right now.
Oh. Yeah, kitties. You want to try this game so that you don't fight? Okay, so what I'm going to do is each of us will get drawing blocks. Okay, so we have 5 questions that I've picked.
Ooh, nice pen.
So we get 2 minutes to draw each question, and then we'll show each other, and then we talk about it and explain our drawing. And so here we go. I shall set the timer so we don't go overboard.
So what are we gonna draw?
So the first one is draw 2 things I do well. So I,
You.
yeah, and then I draw for you.
So I draw you.
Yeah,
You draw me.
yeah.
Okay.
What
2
do you-
things.
So I'm gonna draw what you do well,
Okay.
and you're gonna draw what I do well.
Okay.
Okay?
Alright.
Okay.
Wait. Can I have time to think or what?
Yeah. So we got 2 minutes to think and draw. Oh wait, don't let me see yours. But we have 5 more seconds. Dong, dong, dong. And we ran out of time. Voila.
What's yours?
Okay.
Wait, who shows who's first?
Doesn't matter. 1, 3, 2. Okay.
Okay. Oh wow, mine is like I had no time to make it nice.
Oh.
Okay, so this is yours.
Uh-huh.
You can tell from the picture, right?
No.
So when people are sad, you see them and then they become better.
Aww.
And the second one, juggling with many tasks.
Aww. Do I really? I feel like I'm really bad.
Yeah, likewise, when I look at this one, I know I'm pretty bad at planting the
No,
trees.
you're
In fact, look,
good.
they're all dying.
No, you do well. Actually, it's beyond. It's more than just you gardening. It's actually about you nurturing me as well. Like
I nurture you.
and your students. Like you kind of see potentials. Like you believe in people's potentials, and you feel like you're always encouraging them and you nurture them.
Aww.
Yeah, and of course, musically, I feel like, yeah, I know it's all about practice and whatnot, but I do feel like you have a creative thing about you, like even coming up with ideas and stuff. So that's what you're good at.
So if I'm unemployed, become a musician. Your family won't approve.
I guess if you're a successful musician. So, how have you seen me change since we got married? Okay.
Wow, difficult question.
Three.
Hey, wait. Let's not
okay,
make it
okay,
2
okay.
minutes lah. Yeah, this one takes a bit of 3 minutes. 3 minutes, so we don't rush.
Okay.
We got more reflective thinking.
Yes, up to 3 minutes.
Okay.
How have you changed? I don't know how to draw it.
He came up with all these questions. You are.
No, someone did, and then I just like picked the ones I thought would be interesting to do.
So you actually had advantage head start, right?
Okay, I'm done.
What? Damn it! You're the one who said like we should get more time, and you're done early.
Wow. Okay, so
No.
let's just see what other stickers you've got here.
Wait, right?
This is so Gia. Gia got you this.
Oh
one.
yeah, Gia got us a sticker.
I feel like sometimes when we all grow older, we are all still retaining some of our childlike behavior. I mean, I'm not saying that she's childish. I mean, I'm also pretty much, I feel like a kid sometimes. Which is fine. Be young.
And oh yes, 10 seconds left. That means 3 minutes is too long.
No, how about just 2 minutes? The default.
Wait, what's the original?
The original was
Okay.
1 minute.
No, 2.
Oh, okay.
I think because we had to draw 2 things.
Yeah,
so that's
okay.
why I had to think.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so you want to share yours first?
Okay. Mine, I drew a tree.
Wow, so nice.
Before we got married, we were very like drifty. Like I mean, although you know what made me fall in love with you is when I looked into your eyes, then I kind of knew that there's that spark of you knew who you are and who you want to be. But I think there was a bit of like, and then when we got married, I feel especially after you sort of advanced in your career, you became a bit more grounded. And of course, my realism being drilled into you, I think being very perasan here, but yeah, I feel like
Yeah, I think we have a nice synergistic sort of like, chemistry.
yeah, so I felt like that's how you changed. You became more grounded.
Oh, okay, that's very nice.
Yeah, and you become like the roots. Yeah. I mean, you take care of our cats, take care of the garden, take care of me, make breakfast for me upon my insistence, but yes.
2 days only. Right? Okay, this is another stick figure. I'm not as artistic as.
Aww. No,
As
but
you-
that's my problem. I tend to see like images and I find it very hard to explain. But
So yeah, this is you unhappy, and then you becoming truly
Oh.
happy deep inside.
oh,
And I can see like the time when you, when you were in EY and you were not very happy.
I don't know why, but it's making me feel.
Yeah, me too. It's okay. Then after that, you left your job, which is good because you kind of followed, what is your true inclination, and then from there, you started to find yourself, lah. So I think you
Yeah.
made the right choice.
Yeah, I think I couldn't have done it without your support as well.
Yeah.
Like I think why I'm happier in your drawing is also I feel like I've become more authentic to myself. Otherwise, I think a lot of that time when I was unhappy, I felt like I was wearing a mask,
Yeah.
and I guess that's why I was unhappy lah. Yeah.
Hmm.
And so having your support and I guess having your that drifty nature of like, let's just try everything.
Yeah.
Encouraged me. You want me to get you another piece of paper?
No, I can still use this one. It's fine.
You know that's the beauty about art.
What?
Like you can always make any mistake beautiful again.
I'll try since I all this while I've been drawing stick figures.
I like your stick
very
figures.
very literal stick figures.
I like your stick. I struggle drawing people actually.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
I don't know how the body moves and
You
shit.
don't have to be so polite.
Okay.
Let's move on to the
Next
next one. What's the greatest strength of our marriage?
Okay. I know. I'm done.
Ah,
More stick figures.
yeah, I saw the stick figure in the end. Okay, maybe you go first.
Okay. So this one here, it's we hardly fight.
Oh,
That's one of the greatest strengths. So
some people say that's bad because like
no.
you
I mean,
don't
we
talk.
argue, but we don't fight. So we
What's-
argue over. I mean, two different things. Argue, I feel, is like, yeah, you debate like, no, we should do this, we should do that. Then yeah, sometimes you get frustrated, but we don't fight and take like plates. Maybe once or twice, and then just like, no, actually, that never happened in our.
Yeah, I don't think we have.
We have never thrown plates at each other or what, but for the most parts, I would say about 95% of the time we hardly fight. But we do argue time to time again. Like for example, I'll be playing my game and you'll be like, you see, why don't you pay attention to me, or stuff like that. We argue, but we don't fight.
Hmm.
And then I think this second picture here is we are pretty much quite synergistic. Like, yeah, I rely on you for a lot of things.
Mhm.
And also, I think I can help to be the person you can rely on. So I think that's
Aw.
the strength. Like, when it comes to cleaning the house, I don't mind cleaning the house. I don't mind cooking. I don't mind doing a lot of things. It's like, I see it as not just duty, but it's also something like it's a manifestation of care.
Yeah.
So that's how I see it, and that's why I don't really complain about. Actually, I never complain about cleaning the house. In fact, I enjoy it because I feel like it gives me a form of agency. Like I am able to do all of this. Speaking of which, I need to clean the fans.
Our greatest strength is that we, like you said, we don't really fight, but we do argue. So we kind of say like, you can be a better person if you do this or that. I won't say that like we're perfect. Sometimes we can be a bit stubborn in our views, but there's a sort of a unconditional support. And I think I learned that from you.
Oh.
I guess I've always been very scared about any choices that may seem risky or out of line with what I think a secure and successful life would look like. But having you show me that even when I wanted to quit a really stable, prestigious job, that you're not afraid and you will support me and will accept that actually who I really or what I really want to be. I think I learned that from you, and I think that's one of the greatest strengths we have. Yeah.
Okay, what's next?
If I could have one thing, meaning that I could have one thing, what would it be?
I as in you or me?
Yeah. Yeah, wait. Okay, so you draw for me and I would draw for you. Dun, 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 dun. Oh,
Okay.
Okay, you go first.
I went just now.
Okay. If David could have one thing, would it be? I think it would be a career in music or basically something where his legend will last even after he has passed.
You know me very well.
So it could be music, but it could also be like things like being an author, like books and stuff. Yes, and I see that you use some cute stickers.
Yeah. So this is.
Hey, wait, so you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
That's pretty apt. House on the cliff,
Oh.
overlooking the ocean.
Yes.
Our two cats there. And then, yeah,
Yes.
I think that would be, I mean, it's something I would also like very, very much, like living with you on a cliff overlooking the ocean. That'd be nice. I mean, I guess now that COVID-19 has pretty much made everyone, like, isolated.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind if we could do something like that. We
Yeah.
live by the ocean.
Yeah.
Maybe a place in Terengganu. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Okay, what's next? Let's do this.
Fun fact, this is our third take for the last bit.
My bad.
The recording, first the camera turned off, then after that, the second take, the audio turned off.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes,
You don't know the pain that goes through this, man.
technical difficulties. Yeah, somehow we cannot turn on the fan. Last question was, where do you think we will be in 5 years from now? So,
Okay, so I drew this picture, and basically it depicts both of us finally being recognized. I mean, it's not the end of the journey, but it's a point where we are recognized for the work we do. We have created a niche, and we have the approval of people around us, validation that the things we are doing are in line with what we believe, and yeah,
it helps people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
and we did it.
Hmm.
We created a name for ourselves and the brand.
Can you set this?
No, that's my phone
Oh.
on the other side.
Actually, it's a good thing we did a third take because I feel like that's a lot clearer to me what we were trying to say.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay, and mine is
Wait, hang on. So what do you mean by that? Can you clarify?
because me, I'm very like averse to like recognition. This is something in me that's like, I don't know why. Like especially when people ask me that question, like, oh, what do you want to be remembered for when you die? I'm like, as long as I've been a good person, I'm fine. But when you said that in terms of we being recognized for what we have created and the niche we do, like I guess it's a little bit more like, oh, that's because we did that and that's why we're being recognized. That makes more sense to me.
Yeah.
Somehow like going the opposite way doesn't make sense for me. Like, oh, you're being recognized, then I'll be like, oh,
Okay.
for what? Imposter syndrome I have a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so this is what I drew for ours. It's basically a heart with two of us in it with the two cats. Because for me, like,
The cats look like Siamese twin cats.
I don't know how to draw their bodies separately, so I just like connected them together.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know how to envision the future, like what we'll be doing, but I just believe that in 5 years we'll still be surrounded by this support, this love, and there are little hearts around as well, which symbolize like other people or other beings that might come into our lives that we continue to share and spread this support to. So that's all I feel that I want us to be in 5 years. Like still having that kind of support and probably even stronger. Probably like you said, links up with that. It will lead us to doing greater things in this life.
So you're gonna frame this or what?
Well, I guess I can keep it. We can scan it and stuff like that. But I don't think we need to frame it. I feel what was more important is that we took the time to share with each other things that maybe we assume each other already knew, but
Yeah.
hearing it actually, like I said, we having the third take made me have more clarity in what you meant with the last drawing.
Yeah.
Is that how you found the exercise that came up with on the fly?
Yeah, it's kind of a good activity. I mean, in a way, I kind of know more of myself, but I like this picture of the tree that you drew, where of myself. Like I used to be a drifter, but now I'm more rooted. So yeah, it resonates quite strongly with me.
Yeah.
And I think for our listeners out there, if you guys want to have a stronger relationship with your spouse, or if you are in a situation where
you are having a lot of conflict with your spouse, so maybe do this activity and you might become better together, or make that decision and just
Yeah, or
Yeah.
basically
Go
find
separate
some
ways.
kind of resolve to the situation.
and this activity can help to do that. Of course, get a counselor to mediate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
mean,
fortunate to have a counselor in house.
Of course, if you especially if you feel like there has been troubles communicating, then probably a professional
Yeah.
may be able to help mediate that.
Yep.
But otherwise, I appreciated this activity. Make us sit down, force us to sit down and
Yeah.
think about where we're heading and what kind of person we are, because like mine's very abstract and comes from a different angle, although both are aligned, but
Yeah.
yours is more like this is what it looks like in reality. Yeah.
So yeah.
Appreciate that. Oh, really.
Thank you so much as well for joining us today
Yeah.
on this episode number 5, right?
Yeah.
And we hope to see you guys next week. It's
Yeah.
really lunchtime, so
Yeah.
I'm getting hungry.
Yeah.
Okay, see you guys.
Bye.
Bye bye.